Chickweed is known for being highly nutritious, but it is also really good medicinally for stomach upset, reducing inflammation, and some skin conditions like eczema. Come on, everyone, learn some more with me. Hi, everybody. It's Rachel with the Herbalist Garden. How are you today? My disclaimer is I am an herbalist. I'm not a doctor. Please do your research. Super important. Highly recommended. I have links in the description below of all the places that I have gleaned my information from. And I have it over on the screen here because, well, squirrels are real. So, you know. Anyway. So, chickweed. It is believed to aid in weight loss, heal wounds, reduce inflammation. Most of the testing has been done scientifically on animals, but I have used it. I know people who have used it, and it works. It's nice. It works, and it's free. It's free. You don't have to go to the doctor. You don't have to make an appointment. You just walk out your front door. There it is. It is found in all 50 states, and it is prolific right now because it likes weather between 53 and 68 degrees. So more than likely it's in your yard right now. We're going to get there. I skipped ahead a little bit because I got excited. Who gets excited about chickweed? So it's Stellaria media, also known as common chickweed, a plant native to Europe and used for several medicinal purposes. It is actually a member of the carnation family. I would have never guessed that. It's also called starweed, satinflower, mouse ear, and all this is just a common weed. A weed, the definition of a weed. I like this one. A flower out of place. A plant out of place. Because that's what they actually, people used to plant dandelions on purpose. So it's not a weed. It's just a plant where you didn't want it to be. I don't know. That was a definition I heard a long time ago. It resonated with me pretty strong. And yeah, it's a nice little, my nail is a hangnail right now. It's a nice little quote I like. So the constituents of chickweed that basically make up the therapeutic benefits that we can benefit from, the therapy that it contains a number of useful compounds that give various therapeutic benefits. It contains saponins, flavonoids, coumarins, triterpenoids, carboxylic carbol, carboxylic carboxylic acids. The herb is rich in vitamin C, D, B vitamins, specifically B12. People like it for energy. It also contains important minerals like calcium, iron, copper, phosphorus, manganese, magnesium, zinc, silica, all these things that are kind of important to our body functioning correctly. So it's a nutritive herb. One of those buzzwords, nutritive. You can use it raw, you can eat it cooked, you can make a pesto out of it, you can infuse it in a tea, make an herbal salve, an oil, a poultice. There's a lot of ways you can do it. So it can support and detox the kidneys, the lymphatic system, soothe skin irritations, rich in minerals, anti-inflammatory, supporting digestion. It's safe to eat. I've eaten it many times. Remember, it's moderation because that's going to come up later. You can add it to a nutrient dense salad along with dandelion and mustard greens. It has a pleasant, mild taste that is not very bitter. So, identifying chickweed, it is found in all 50 states, but it's native to Europe. It grows prolifically in sunny and partial sunny patches of grass where there's moist soil, usually in the fall or early spring. So, it is useful and growing right now and also in fall. And all these are change of seasons when we need it for anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, antimicrobial. The antis have it. So it has the thiamine, riboflavin, niacin. It's a decent amount of protein and a good dose of fiber. The phytosterols, the tocopherols, triterpene saponins, that word, coumarins, organic acids, and flavonoids, which help combat free radical damage. So, because of the vitamin C and the zinc, it will also support overall immune health and protect against conditions such as coughs, asthma, allergies, bronchitis, all the things that come in the change of seasons. Why is it out there? I think the universe is looking out for us. So, it has benefits for skeletal health as well. Um, because of the calcium, the magnesium. It's good for skin health with the vitamin C and A, and along with the zinc. Anti-inflammatory. I'm gonna get to the antis again. Sorry, I got to turn on my heat here because I'm getting warm. Yay! When I close my door in my office, it gets warm. But if I have it open, it's really cold. Anyways, so it's anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antifungal, anti-rheumatic, demulcent, refrigerant, expectorant. It is antimicrobial, anti-scorbutic, and that means it prevents scurvy. When it's externally applied, it's an emollient, vulnerary, and antipruritic. And we said antipruritic meant relieves itching. So I didn't know what that word meant. All these things you got to learn. Everybody has to learn something. I don't have the best memory for certain things. So I am constantly trying to reabsorb the information and eventually it'll stick. So when you apply it externally to the skin as a poultice, salve, or oil, you can use it to relieve itching and treat wounds, abscesses, ulcers, pimples. It can be used as the poultice on sore muscles, or you put it in a hot bath and help relieve joint pain from arthritis and rheumatism. It'll just really be a good soak for the end of the day when your muscles are sore. It is actually anti-inflammatory and analgesic. It has some analgesic properties. Stellaria plants have been prescribed in homeopathic and traditional medicine systems to manage pain symptoms associated with rheumatism, arthritis, PMS, digestive and respiratory issues, and more. It has been shown to have expectorant effects, meaning it can loosen the mucus and helps loosen mucus and support respiratory health. One review found that applying whole chickweed as a plaster to swollen areas or even broken bones could provide anti-inflammatory, anti-irritant, soothing effects. One review observed that the whole plant can help reduce inflammation when used on inflamed skin, joints, and respiratory tract illnesses such as bronchitis. Inflammation is our body's immune response when exposed to trauma, infection, toxins, or physical overuse. While short-term inflammation is essential for recovery, chronic inflammation of the body signal that something's wrong and we have to fix it. Natural herbs can help to balance inflammation within the body. So last week, she had a nice band-aid there. It had an ace bandage before. Got attacked by my rooster. No, he is not dead. No, he is not going to be dead. Maybe if he does it again. We'll see. But there are ways to subdue them, and I'm going to try those first. But yeah, I had my back to him. I was out amongst them all. I should have known better. So yeah, I got attacked. Yeah, his spike on the back of his leg got me all the way down to the muscle, and I had limited range of motion for a few days, and I'm on it. I hate that I am. I'll tell you that much. But I'm not stupid. I have told you I'm not a purist. I am on an antibiotic. It's a very mild one. And this is important because it went down the bone. I don't need cellulitis. I don't need an infection. I have a very busy life and I enjoy my life. I don't want to get sick or die. There might have been other ways to do it. This is what worked for me. It does not always have to work for everyone. I'm going to detox after this. Anyway, I am taking care of it. I am not in any imminent danger by any means, but it's being taken care of. But that inflammation, it swelled like real big. Sorry. And I needed attention. Yeah, the mild shock that I went into. It was a lot. I'm still processing some of it. I know. It's just a chicken attack. Not everybody's the same. I needed help. The arm was swelling big. I was shaking violently. I couldn't stand up. My daughter came out to help me, had to help me walk. As the rooster's running off, being his old happy self, not being chicken nuggets. I can't kill things anyway. Can't kill things. Just not me. So the inflammation happened, and it was temporary. I have no inflammation anymore. It's all good. But I have used some ingesting of natural herbs that are, well, okay, all of them are anti-inflammatory. Did we talk about that before? Pretty sure we did. All of them are anti-inflammatory. So extra veggies, extra lymphatic drainage. Chickweed would be a very good option for me. A review of chickweed notes that this plant may help reduce inflammation externally and internally. Its active constituents, polyphenols, and saponins, are thought to be responsible for this effect. A lab-based study observing mice with paw edemas discovered that chickweed extract reduced inflammation in and around the affected area. Researchers found that the extract also reduced pain perception. Another lab study found that chickweed reduced inflammation. It has demonstrated antioxidant effects, which could reduce free radicals and prevent stress-induced damage. In The Essential Guide to Herbal Therapy, herbal medicine expert Professor Carrie Bone writes that chickweed reduces gastrointestinal inflammation due to its cooling nature. In The King's American Dispensatory, Dr. Felter and Dr. Lloyd mention that a chickweed poultice reduces eye inflammation. There you go. Eye stuff. We said how it's antimicrobial. Infection occurs when viruses, bacteria, fungi, or other microbes infiltrate the body and attack it. Antimicrobial herbs help fight off invading microbes by supporting the immune response and directly inhibiting them. A lab-based study found that chickweed has an antiviral effect against hepatitis B virus. Researchers noted that the extract achieved this effect by reducing HBV DNA levels. That's pretty cool. In a lab-based study, the extracts inhibited the growth of several bacterial strains, including E. coli, this one, pneumonia, Staphylococcus aureus, which is just general staph infection, Pseudomonas, that word, and Bacillus subtilis. I don't know how to say these words. They're bad bacteria strains that have killed people, and it is effective on them. Go get chickweed. Also against salmonella. Yeah. Antibacterial activity is typically attributed to chickweed's alkaloid and phenolic content. So obviously we know that it's going to also help fight germs and promote wound healing. In Chinese medicine, it has been used primarily for skin diseases. In Ireland and Britain, it's a common remedy for alleviating skin problems, speeding wound healing, reducing irritation and itchiness. One test tube study found that applying fresh chickweed juice could fight the hepatitis B virus. Applying the juice to an HBV infected liver cell line for 6 days reduced HBV replications and produced the replication and production by more than 25%. That's cool. So it will improve diabetes and cardiac performance. This is recommended for those as a tea. It's been used in folk medicine for various metabolic diseases, including diabetes. They did an animal study in 2022 involving rats. Chickweed tea was shown to protect against diabetes-induced cardiac dysfunction without affecting glucose tolerance. Analysis of the tea revealed that the plant pigment rutin and various apigenin glycosides may be the key compounds that alleviate diabetic cardiomyopathy. Chickweed is has natural expectorant properties, and it can help soothe bronchial passages and help you expel phlegm and mucus. The high saponin content helps promote the breakup of membrane secretions, making it easier to expel the respiratory passages and helping soothe and helping breathe much more comfortably. So it supports digestion and gut health. Offers gut, digestive, kidney, and intestinal support due to its antioxidant, fiber, vitamins and minerals, magnesium. It's got natural diuretic properties, um, including any green in your body into your, yes, including greens in your diet can help support overall gut health by providing prebiotic effects, which feed beneficial probiotic bacteria. So we need prebiotics, we need probiotics. Helps fight oxidative stress and inflammation, helps with nutrient absorption, detoxification, and elimination. It will treat constipation and stomach bloating due to its fiber content. It can also be filling, so it can help control it. One's appetite, encourage regular bowel movements. Supports, they say, in regard to that, it supports weight loss um, by delaying the intestinal absorption of dietary fats and carbohydrates by inhibiting digestive enzymes when consumed in high doses. But we don't want to go too high. We're getting there. The it's a diuretic, not an antidiuretic. It's a diuretic. So it helps support kidney and bladder health. It's very important. Has astringent properties. There's a lot of things it does. Rashes and itchiness, sores and boils, cuts and scrapes, acne, eczema, psoriasis, minor burns, insect bites, splinters, hemorrhoids, varicose veins, wounds and ulcers. You can It'll help clean, moisturize, and protect the skin. It contains steroidal saponins that form foam when combined with water. There you go. The lymphatic health we already um, spoke about a little bit because it improves our immune function and helps stave off harmful pathogens that make us sick. The lymph nodes found through the body contain immune cells such as lymphocytes and lymph fluid, and they all help filter toxins and waste from the system. Unfortunately, when your lymph system gets congested, you are at greater risk for toxins and waste accumulating. This can result in enlarged lymph nodes, which mine were being exercised after this happened. It can cause recurrent sore throats, difficulty recovering from illnesses. I'm going to put a card up here. I highly recommend cleavers for your main lymphatic drainage. Obviously, if you're not allergic to it, combine all these things together. We want to be free flowing. We don't want to be stagnant. A lab-based trial found that specialized proteins present in chickweed provide resistance against various crop pathogens. These results demonstrate that chickweed may be a non-toxic, non-chemical, all-natural solution for preventing various crop diseases in agriculture even. So grow it as your, what's the word? Cover crop? Because usually we don't start planting like hardcore in our gardens until after the last frost. My area, that is actually mid-May. I have done my cold water ones. Sorry. Cold weather plants, like the root vegetables, the ones you can plant in the fall, you can also plant in the spring. But once they start sprouting, you have to keep an eye on frost in that way. A hard frost anyway. So globally renowned herbalist Rosalie de la Forêt writes that chickweed may benefit individuals with minor eye infections, like pink eye or styes, suggesting it contains antimicrobial properties. So we talked about how it can relieve constipation. It contains 20.5 grams of fiber per 100 grams. These dietary fibers soothe the stomach and intestines, enhancing digestive health. They also prevent excessive gastric acid production and soften stools, making it easier for people to go. Regular use of chickweed tea helps address symptoms such as um, people having a hard time going to the bathroom. It can also bring down a fever because it provides a natural means of reducing body temperature. Indigenous Americans widely use chickweed to treat colds, coughs, and sore throats. And we've mentioned a couple times that it does soothe itchy eyes. So if you can create a poultice and put it directly on, or you can um, create a tea, make your infusion into a tea, let it cool completely, and then apply it over your closed eyes for 10 to 20 minutes. You can do that with the poultice as well. This natural remedy is particularly effective for alleviating redness, dryness, and inflammation, offering comfort and relief to those with irritated eyes. So we're going to go into the downsides, the precautions, the side effects. Consuming an excess amount of chickweed can cause nausea and diarrhea. Plus, the plant is high in saponins, compounds that may cause upset stomach in some people. If greens bother you, don't have them. Sometimes they're just what we need. So there have been claims that people have had bouts of vertigo, weakness, headache, contact dermatitis, a skin reaction triggered by an infection or certain medications. It's a erythema multiforme. I don't know this word. It's giving people diarrhea, nausea, stuff like that. One study found that over 2% of people in a particular area were allergic to chickweed. Avoid chickweed if you're allergic or hypersensitive to its components or plants in the carnation family. We know this. So it does have a tendency, it seems, to interact with benzos and diazepam. Um, it usually says it'll make you really sleepy, basically, if you're taking an anti-anxiety med and having a medicinal dose of chickweed. Diabetes medications also may cause hypoglycemia, low blood sugar, since chickweed may also decrease blood sugar. It can cause contact dermatitis if you're allergic to it, or if it has pesticides. That's another thing. Make sure anytime you are foraging, you are being 100% sure that you are collecting it where there's no pesticides, no exhaust fumes from cars. I personally would never pick something from the side of the road, especially that close to the road. It's my opinion. I've seen people do it. More power to you. I am not going to judge you. It's my opinion. It is safe to eat and drink in moderate amounts that also is also generally safe for topical use. So if you cook it, it lowers the saponin content. Excessive intake of raw greens containing saponins should be avoided, especially during pregnancy and breastfeeding. However, most people in moderate amounts won't pose a risk. Stick to drinking 2 to 3 cups of chickweed tea per day for several weeks at a time, and then consider taking a break for 1 or 2 weeks. If you're using it long term, it's a good idea to get your doctor's opinion. herbalist opinion. Something who knows you and what you're ingesting. Because just because I can doesn't mean you can, and vice versa. Most things are safe though. We talk about that. So every part of it is edible. The plants of the plant, leaves, stem, flower, seed pods, grows right in your yard. The plants live for about 6 weeks, quickly germinate. I mean, I'm gonna go find me some in my yard today. Clean it up, stick it in the fridge for the next salad we eat. It's just an option. It's an option. It is something that if we ingest it, or if we have the opportunity to ingest it, if we're going to ingest it, we should know why and how it will react in our bodies. It's important to know. And the less crap you put in your body, the easier it is to listen to your body. Your body will tell you everything. You just got to know what to look for and what to listen for, and not load it down with processed foods, bioengineered ingredients, GMOs, all that kind of stuff. So thank you very much for learning with me. Can you guys go over and check out on Facebook? If you have a Facebook, go check out the Herbalist Garden over there. That's where we started. And we have a lot of discussions. We actually have a community over there where people don't really seem to argue anymore. I mean, everybody has a difference of opinion, but that's not always an argument, in my opinion. And I welcome differences of opinion because it's how we learn. It's how we grow. We're all learning here. Nobody knows everything. I'm learning something new every single day, even if it's how to pronounce scientific words. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry, I had an itchy spot on my back. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. I very much appreciate you. So close to being done with school. And then I can start new ideas. I'm excited for them. And I hope, well, remember, we're still doing the medicine in your own backyard over at my friend's house. I plan on going over there in the next couple of weeks when things should be in full bloom, and we'll be able to see the medicine that we can pick up from her yard. That'll be really fun. So, yes, the Herbalist Garden over on Facebook. Come and join our group. Like and subscribe here. Thank you for learning with me. I hope you have a wonderful day.